and what needs to be ignored. And it's just like, God, you're ruining it for everybody that thinks in a left way. Like anybody who's reasonable.
What's going on, you guys? We have more of Kyle Kulinski going in, exposing Joe Rogan as being a MAGA propagandist right live in our faces. Let's get into it.
You're going to have the nerve to say he's free speech? When he sued CBS because of how they edited a Kamala Harris interview, he sued Simon & Schuster, the book company, because there was a Bob Woodward book that quoted him and he didn't like the quote, so he sued them. This is the guy rounding up pro-Palestine protesters, arresting them, Mahmoud Khalil, Rumeysa Ozturk. You're going to say this motherfucker's free speech? He sued CNN for $475 million because CNN said when he denied the election that was the big lie. He said, you can't use the term the big lie. I'm suing you for $475 million. This is the guy, and you're seriously going to pretend this guy is pro-free speech. We've never seen a more anti-free speech president in American history, nor a political party that's more anti-free speech. They fucking despise free speech. They despise free speech. And you have the nerve to fucking sane wash the Republicans and MAGA and Trump. And that's what Joe Rogan is doing. He sane washes them. And, if you're pro-free speech, if you're anti-war, you got to vote Republican. Oh, wait, what's that? They have the exact opposite position of the one I pretended they had? Oh, my bad. But he's such a fucking vile, disgusting propagandist. Like, if you're going to talk about these things, you have a responsibility to know what the fuck you're talking about. And at least, I've had a lot of criticisms of Andrew Schultz. At least Andrew Schultz has the fucking common sense to realize, oh shit, we veered this car into a ditch. When we interviewed Trump, we didn't hold him accountable, and now he does all this fucked up shit. So now, at least Andrew Schultz, he's not admitting he did anything wrong by supporting Trump, but at least what he's doing now is he's going, find me a bunch of liberals to come on because I got to clean up my image here because I look like a MAGA fucking hack after what I did with Trump. Now, instead, here you get Joe Rogan. He's still fucking riding this bitch into the rocks, dog. Riding this bitch into the rocks. Still shitting on the left as MAGA burns down and destroys this fucking country. He keeps shitting on the left. The only people with the sense to steer the ship back in the right direction. That's who gets his ire. And compare the way he talks about the left compared to when he has a criticism of Trump. Never mentions Trump name, fucking soft pedals the shit out of it. But when it's the left, oh, these people are crazy, bro. They're so crazy, bro.
Right, I think that this fool me once type of attitude is so important to have, especially with figures like Joe Rogan, who, he's going to be out here wanting to say, oh, just play stupid and say, you know what, we might have done something bad. People can't, I don't know how much we can support what's going on with this administration right now. And then he's going to act like he didn't say that a week ago, like it's not on record that he wasn't saying, look, this isn't a good idea. We're becoming monsters. And now he's just acting like, oh, they're trying to cover up all the good things that Trump has done. He's done so many good things for us so far, and people are just ungrateful. And, we really need to just stick together as a country because these freaking liberals are out of their mind. They're just going so, and he's just going to repeat everything that he's told to say. So I think that it's important to know that that's all that he has become at this point is just a freaking parrot of whatever Trump is going to tell him to say.
Democrats have developed this sort of like cult-like idea of what everyone should accept and what's normal and what's not normal and what needs to be elevated in our population.
All I see the Democrats doing right now is trying to release the Epstein files. The thing that you pretended to believe in until it turns out the president you supported is in the fucking Epstein files, so he's trying to hide it because he doesn't want his name to get out there, and now you're not saying shit about it. That's what the Democrats... Ro Khanna has been out there trying to get the Epstein files released, and instead of giving credit where credit is due, you come up with some bullshit. Oh, the Democrats want to, control you in this weird way? What the fuck does that even mean, Joe? What does that even mean? You don't even know what the fuck you're talking about.
And what needs to be ignored. And it's just like, God damn, you're ruining it for everybody that thinks in a left way. Like anybody who's reasonable.
I'm so tired of it. Adam Johnson calls this the inexplicable best friend. The inexplicable Republican best friend. So Joe Rogan is now a Republican. He just is. Joe Rogan brought Trump on, gave him a hot stone massage, endorsed him, went to the inauguration, clearly leans right now, and he does this thing where it's like, bro, the left needs to here's what the left needs to do. You're ruining it for other people who think in a left way. Why would I take your advice on fucking anything when you are not on the team?
It's easy for Joe Rogan to say the Democrats can't, they make it to where you can't talk about certain things. You have to believe certain things. Well, why can't you, Joe Rogan, talk about Katie Johnson? Anyone right now, go look up Katie Johnson on Google and see what the first thing comes up about. Are you just going to say that's a hit piece? That was a real person who brought Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein whenever she named them together. And that was way before anything about Trump, before he was president, before all of this stuff. And it's clear evidence tying those two together, saying that Trump was doing certain things to her. Like I'm saying, go look it up. But why can't you talk about this? Why can't you? Why can't Matt Walt? Why can't Tim Pool? Any of these people, right? Why can't you guys even bring up that case or even say that name, right? Like, come on. You guys just quit playing games.
You're not with us. You're not on the team. You're a right winger. It is what it is, right? It's like if I was giving people, all these right wingers, you know what you guys should do, bro? You guys should support raising the minimum wage and stuff. And, I'm just giving you advice on how you can fix it. Because, us right-wing people, that's what we really want is to raise the minimum wage. People be like, you're not right-wing, Kyle. Like, why are you pretending like, I'd be with you if you do this? It's so fucking disingenuous. The inexplicable Republican best friend. Your advice is not in good faith. It's not.
Like a reasonable left-thinking person, which is most artists, by the way.
Yeah, of course.
And then you get to this point where you're like, no, I can't go along with you on all these things.
Yeah.
You guys you're just a bunch of fucking assholes.
Leftists are a bunch of fucking assholes, says the guy who endorsed Trump. And then when Trump decided to run the biggest scam in American history on his own supporters, he launched a crypto meme coin, a total scam, robbed his own supporters 2 days before his inauguration. Did Joe Rogan come out and criticize it? Did Joe Rogan say that's fucked up? Did Joe Rogan say this is criminal? Did Joe Rogan tell you the truth about that? No, he didn't. Instead, he went out on his show and told, Nancy Pelosi's insider trading, bro. This is so corrupt, bro. But the bigger corruption, he's got nothing to say. Because, the left are assholes. It's the left that's the problem. Not that I endorsed a fucking con artist, scammer, corrupt, war criminal hog. That's not the problem. The problem is the left. They're a bunch of assholes. Fuck you, Joe Rogan.
Whenever you're around all of these people, such as Donald Trump, J.D. Vance, Donald Trump Jr., Elon Musk, and you're not calling them out, such as Joe Rogan, you can see him have Elon Musk on his show nonstop, just spazzing out, laughing with Grok, saying all of these, like, just weird, just being weird the entire time, and him not calling him out. He becomes, by association, an asshole just like them. He doesn't want to be an asshole to them. I get it. But you got to say what's going on, man. You got to say, hey, look, otherwise you're just going to get swept up in this wave. He is now, like, he wants to act like, he's the one in charge and, he lives by his own rules. You don't live by shit, dude. You live with this group of freaking stooges and you're afraid to speak up. You're afraid to speak your mind. I know you don't think that dude Elon Musk is funny, but you're not going to call him out. Because you're just sitting there. You're not going to say shit. You're going to sit there and take it. So don't act like you're your own person. Don't act like that. You don't have the right to act like your own person whenever you are just allowing these people to walk all over you.
Fuck you. Even Andrew Schultz has more humility and self-awareness than you do. When we're literally watching this country get ran into the ground every single fucking day. Where this fucking piece of shit, as income and wealth inequality is skyrocketing, and he just kicked 17 million people off of their health care, he just announced a $200 million ballroom that he's going to make, 90,000 square foot, $200 million ballroom that he's going to put at the White House, like it's fucking Versailles, like the palace at Versailles, and it's his let him eat cake moment, right? But you got nothing to say about that, because, the left are assholes. The left are assholes. Could you imagine a left-winger did 1/10 the shit that Trump has done in this second term? What the reaction from Joe Rogan would be. Imagine it was a Democrat who ran a crypto scam on their own supporters and stole hundreds of millions of dollars from them. Imagine that was a Democrat. Imagine it was a Democrat who kicked 17 million people off Medicaid, 3 million people off food stamps, and then, within the same month announced a 90,000 square foot, $200 million ballroom that they're going to build. Imagine that was a Democrat. Imagine it was a Democrat rounding up innocent people and sending them to a fucking gulag concentration camp. We get more than a little tepid, mild criticism from Rogan, wouldn't we? We'd get words like evil, horrific, disgusting. We would get not passive language. I'm not sure I agree with this. Imagine it was a Democrat that did the illegal and offensive bombing against Iran, a country that didn't attack us. Imagine that was a Democrat. And by the way, it didn't even destroy their nuclear capabilities. I mean, I can keep going here.
You guys are enjoying the recaps on all the up-to-date political news. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel.
But you guys get the point. He's just fucking too far gone. You're a fucking boomer Facebook grandpa at this point, and it's very clear to see. And again, I'll repeat myself here. I've been very critical of Andrew Schultz, and I will continue to be. But at least Andrew Schultz has the common sense and the awareness to realize, yeah, I sort of fucked up by being too soft on Trump. And so now I got to kind of make up for that, maybe have some liberals on, maybe be a little more critical of Trump. Rogan, right back to his same standard bullshit rant. What's the I forgot the question, but the answer is fuck the left wing. Well, from the left wing to you, Rogan, you can go fuck yourself too. All right, guys.
So there we have it, you guys. Kyle Kulinski just giving a huge fuck you to Joe Rogan. I think it is very necessary. Look, this is just another person at the end of the day, so I don't want to completely demonize anyone whatsoever. I know how easy it is just for anyone to get swept up in the moment, to fall victim to peer pressure at the end of the day. But you have to, start getting that called out. Once it gets called out, then you can't really ignore it. You got to live with it, and you got to see exactly how you are not really standing up for what you fucking believe in, dude. And whenever Joe Rogan has said all these things that he's believed in, and now he's turning his own back without giving proper reason, right? Like, he hasn't given a reason why he supports all of these right-wing policies and why he's not really for, food stamps for people anymore, and why he hasn't given any reason other than these bitter, if you support people, they're going to get lazy, and just all of these hateful things that, look, I mean, if I can look at this dude as objective as possible, he has gotten so sick and tired of having to defend himself that now he just went and followed Trump, who's saying, I'm going to stick up for you, and he's not. Definitely not, and don't fall for that bullshit. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. It's another day in the progressive way.